Welcome everyone, and thank you for joining us this afternoon. I'm very happy to be announcing today the appointment of our new CEO, Dirk Melton. I'd like to welcome Dirk to Sydney FC. Over the last 2 months, we've undertaken a very extensive recruitment process. We had over 100 applicants for this role from across the country and quite a few from overseas. The board, all members of the board, interviewed a shortlist of very qualified candidates, and at the end of that process the board was of one mind that Dirk was the right man for the position. We are confident that Dirk's background, his commercial skills, and his work that he's done in previous roles around repositioning brands and brand building place him very well to be successful in this role. Sydney FC has a very clear long-term goal, and I've said it quite a few times. Our long-term goal is to become the preeminent football club in Australia and one of the leading football brands in Asia. And the board recognises that Sydney FC has huge potential as a football club and as a brand, both domestically and internationally. And we're very confident that Dirk's experience and skill set will enable him to be successful in the pursuit of that goal. So we look forward to working closely and supporting Dirk in this position, and once again I'd like to welcome you to Sydney FC.
Thanks, mate. I appreciate it.
That's all from me. I'll hand over to Dirk now to say a few words.
Thanks everyone for coming today. I guess everyone in this room is very aware that this is a crucial time in the evolution of Sydney FC and the role that Sydney FC plays, I guess, in the sports, media and entertainment landscape, and how we connect with all of those fans in what is a very highly congested and competitive sporting landscape in Sydney is critical. So, you know, there are things that we need to do over the next 3 years which are, you know, exceptionally important, and the developing of the brand, and not wanting to be a cliche. I know at times, and our fans don't like the term brand used in regards to sporting organisations, so I apologise for that. However, you know, we do need to, from a commercial perspective, focus on that and getting the right systems, structures and processes in place over the short term to ensure that we can develop the brand is very important. You know, I'm very fortunate to have the board that I do here. I mean, you've got some of the most experienced and commercially successful people in the Australian business landscape. So, you know, they are very, very focused on making sure that we create the right values and principles to guide this organisation forward into the next phase of its evolution, and that's going to be really important. You know, we need to make sure that we get the belonging, you know, for our fans, and we need to ensure that we can migrate those people. You know, it becomes a little bit of a cliche in regards to football that there's 900,000 participants in Australia and getting those bums on seats, but that's real. When I started life as an engineer, and numbers meant a lot to me, and it's pretty exciting. A marketplace, 900,000, it's nearly double any other sport in this country. So the ability to try and reach into them and to have them a part of what we want to create here is something pretty special. And that's, you know, developing the Sydney FC brand excites me. And, you know, as I said, the opportunity to create that emotional connection with our fans is something which is, you know, critical in order to make this a sustainable business moving forward.
Anyone? Questions?